Hello my fellow GameMelters and welcome to the third episode of Top New Android Games, the best place to discover new games for your phone. This week we encounter a couple of indie games, the sequel to one of my favorite games ever, and some weird Pokemons. Without any more wasted words on my side, let's get into it. Number 5, Sequence 9. I'm always super happy when I see an indie game making it to the top 5 weekly. Our 5th place today goes to a puzzle game which managed to make me spend much more time than I planned. Sequence 9 is all about drawing patterns and trying to get a green dot across a grid with just several simple rules in mind. You draw a pattern on a 3x3 square and then the dot repeats this pattern until it crashes into something or gets to the end of the level. Level design is good and difficulty increases gradually as new elements are added into the mix, making familiar puzzles quite different and forcing you to think outside the box. Graphics are nice and non-demanding without any fancy VFX. Simple animations that don't break the flow of the game and good simplistic art style actually make for a good aesthetic. Sounds are again simple with a nice background music and just add to the overall good feeling of the game. Sequence 9 has no in-app purchases, but it shows you an advertisement every now and again, a business model that is more than generous in my opinion. If you like puzzle games, make sure to check it out, you won't regret it. Number 4, Bad Banker. The 4th place today goes to another abstract puzzle, which is surprising given that I am terrible at those games and therefore never last for more than 5 minutes. Bad Banker, however, did manage to grab my attention and keep it with easy to pick up mechanics and quite a lot of freedom of action. The gameplay is similar to the immensely popular 2048. You have to combine blocks with numbers in order to create blocks with bigger numbers. However, the twist here is that you're in a situation which tries to represent economy. Every block is a company you own and you merge them to create bigger ones. Every now and again a competition will appear, trying to get a hold of your hard-earned cash, something which you must avoid at all costs, being the greedy capitalistic pig that we all are. Good gameplay loop combined with some original ideas secured this game's place on the list. Good gameplay loop combined with some original ideas secured this game's place on today's list. Graphics are very well done, being rather simple and yet having a feeling of attention to detail. Music and sounds are also good, making for an overall pleasant experience. The game has a single in-app purchase of $1.99, unlocking more tiles with different special effects, but can be enjoyed without spending any money. If you ask me, it's an absolute must-have for every puzzle fan. Number 3, Badland Too. Badland 2 is the perfect example of what happens when genius developers meet with the shadiest and greediest bunch of publishers. The game was developed by Frogmind, the same people who did the original Badland. However, this time they decided to team up with Cheetah Mobile, who have been known for absolutely destroying good apps, asking for every permission possible, mining your data, bloating you with spam and advertisement, and a pretty much endless list of other violations of ethics. The only reason this game is on this list at all is the undeniable quality of gameplay. Badland 2 manages to capture the feeling of the original title, and it does feel like a continuation of the journey that you started before. You have the same basic gameplay loop where you tap the screen to make your little ball of black fur fly, try to avoid different obstacles and get to the end. The most significant addition this time is that the game is now a two-handed one. You can tap the left or right side of the screen to move in the respective direction. There have also been other elements added, making the gameplay even richer. Absolutely brilliant level design shows that even the most simple mechanics can make for an amazing game. Graphics are of exceptional quality with a staggering amount of detail, making for rich levels with even richer backgrounds. Many times I died just because I was admiring the stuff going on in the back. Sounds and music are up to the par as well, and this game is just a pleasure to play. Badland 2 offers a single in-app purchase to remove all advertisements from the game at the price of $4.99. This is very cheap given the quality of the game you get. However, giving money to this particular publisher, you might as well make a donation to a specific racist politician in North America. Cheetah Mobile doesn't deserve a single penny, and I would rather find a way to just donate the money directly to Frogmind. Seriously, those guys are evil. I hope nobody ever uses their services again. As a conclusion, amazing game, terrible publisher. Go ahead and check it out, it's worth a try at least. Number 2, Monster Super League. When you start playing this game, there is no way not to make some parallels between it and Pokemon. You go out in the wild, capture some magical monsters, make them fight to death with each other while you're watching, just all the fun things from our childhood really. However, Monster Super League manages to differentiate in quite a lot of ways, allowing you to do some interesting things, like equip gems to your Astromons, that's how the little things are called, go out on specific missions instead of just roaming about, and so on and so on. The gameplay loop is simple enough. Your team of Astromons fights against another team in a turn-based battle. You have all your little creatures out at the same time, and the game has a rock paper scissors type of balance where every element is strong against one and weak against another. Therefore it's good to put some thought behind your actions. The time we have now is far too limited to go over all the different systems in the game, but I would say that it offers enough gameplay and it's of a good enough quality. Graphics are good with 3D models and fancy animations for the special abilities of your Astromons. Sounds are also of a good quality, and in general this game feels very nice. There is a ton of upgrading to be done in Monster Super League, and this is where the in-app purchases come in to help you. I really didn't have the time to play this game enough, so I can't tell you if it gets too expensive as you go forwards, but from what I saw it's definitely worth a try. Number 1. Bounty Stars. And just like that, we get to the first place in our chart today, which rightfully goes to Bounty Stars, a game with great gameplay and amazing monetization model. In Bounty Stars you assemble a crew of bounty hunters, each of them having different stats and special abilities. You then go on missions to capture wanted criminals by chasing them through space and fighting them when necessary. The game has both space battles and ones that happen on board of ships. In the space ones, you control a squadron of spaceships, ordering them where to go and what to shoot. This part of the game is turn-based. You give orders and then watch as your ships and those of the enemy execute their commands simultaneously. The onboard battles are standoffs between the two teams, where each character has a timer. When it expires, they are ready to shoot or use an ability. The game has way too much detail in terms of different gameplay systems, and I will probably go over them in another video. In terms of graphics, it delivers amazing quality with both variety and amount of details. You quickly start to get personal with all the members of your crew, making it hard to replace them. Sounds just add to the overall good atmosphere, making for a great title. Bounty Stars offer in-app purchases. However, it has no stamina or energy system, meaning that you can play for as much as you want. You can give money to get more crew members or to level them up more quickly, but you are in no way forced to do so. If you're still wondering, let me make it simple. Go ahead and download Bounty Stars now. Hopefully it's gonna have the same effect on you as it had on me, and it's gonna make you forget how cheap and greedy Badlands publishers are. That's everything I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to subscribe by clicking the button below. Also make sure to leave any comments and suggestions you have in the proper section. Don't stop playing, and I'll see you next time.